Emily, what the heck happened to you? When do you intend to get my test results from the hospital? I have been waiting for you for a long time.
Hello, Patricia. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I believed I informed you of my plans to go out with colleagues today. I don't recall talking to you about any tests.
Why should I have to discuss this with you in advance? You lack a job and spend all your time at home being lazy. I'm doing you a favor by asking you to pick up my tests. I'm giving you something to do. I really can't believe you're not here when I really need you. You really are such a useless person.
I'm really sorry about this. I just had no idea that you would want to go to the hospital today.
This is why I hate unemployed people like you.
Yeah.
You better do that. Make sure that this never happens again. Just having an unemployed person like you in my house is enough stress already.
I'm really sorry about that. But the reason I became a housewife was because Jeffrey asked me to become one. It's not like I wanted to quit my job.
Stop making up excuses like that. This is why I really don't like you.
But it is true. After we were married, we intended to start trying for kids. We made the decision that I should stay at home and concentrate on parenting our child as a result. At the time, I thought that this would be the best idea.
So where's the baby? You two have been married for more than a year and haven't even gotten pregnant yet. What's the point of leaving your job if you won't have a child?
Pregnancy is a simple process. But barely a year has passed. We'll probably simply keep trying for a little bit longer. I'm planning to go and see the doctor if I can't get pregnant after a few more months of trying.
You can't even get pregnant. That's like your only job. This is why I told Jeffrey not to marry you.
Wait, what did you just say? You told him not to marry me?
I told Jeffrey that it would be a bad idea to marry an old woman like you. He ought to have what a younger lady. A younger lady would already be pregnant.
Did you just call me an old woman? I'm basically the same age as Jeffrey. I really don't appreciate you insulting me like this.
Aren't you almost years old already? That's pretty old for a woman. You really are so useless. You're a housewife that can't even get pregnant. What's the point of you staying at home all day? There's basically no point in your existing.
Did you really just say that to me? I think that's taking things a little too far. I'm very offended by what you just said to me.
I'm just telling the truth. I had no intention of insulting you at all. I just remembered something else I wanted to tell you. There's no need for you to come on the family vacation that we have planned next month. I really don't want you to come with us.
Now what? I was the one who arranged all the travel arrangements.
You can tell all the details about the trip to Jeffrey instead. I've already called the hotel that we're planning on staying at and canceled your name off our reservation.
So you're serious about this?
I don't want Jeffrey to have to waste his precious salary on taking a useless woman like you with us on vacation. I also don't see you as a member of my family either. This is a family vacation that we're planning to go on. You can't come either way.
I didn't know that you thought about me like that. I am your daughter-in-law. So you're telling me that you made me make all the reservations for this trip. And now you've canceled just my name off the reservation?
Oh, yes, I did exactly that. You should just stay home and play the role of a traditional housewife. That's the only way you can be remotely helpful, at least.
How could you possibly treat me like this? I can't believe it. It's like your mother sees me as some kind of leftover object in the house, with no value or worth. And let's not forget, I am your son's wife. I don't deserve this kind of cruel and disrespectful treatment. After everything I've done for this family, this is how I'm repaid? It's just unfair and completely unbelievable. Don't you think?
What? Unfair? I don't see anything unfair here. In fact, I think it's you who's being completely ridiculous right now. You're asking for way too much from your in-law family, don't you think? I mean, come on, expectations much?
Are you serious right now? All I'm asking for is basic respect and acknowledgement as a member of this family. Is that too much to ask? I've dedicated my time and effort to support and care for all of you, and this is the gratitude I receive? It's disheartening, Patricia, truly disheartening.
Well, maybe you should lower your expectations a bit. You're acting like you're entitled to special treatment just because you married into this family. Let me remind you, being my son's wife doesn't make you the queen of the world.
I don't want to be the queen of the world, Patricia. I just want to be treated with basic human decency and kindness. Is that really too much to ask for? I thought family was supposed to be there for each other, to support and uplift one another. But it seems like you and your mother have a different perspective.
Look, we've wasted enough time on this conversation. You need to understand your place and stop demanding things that are beyond your reach. It's time to let go of your unrealistic expectations and be grateful for what you have.
No, Patricia. I deserve to be treated better than this. I deserve respect and consideration. And if you can't see that, then maybe it's time for me to reassess my place in this family and in my life.
Oh, spare me your stupid sob story. Here you go again, playing your old games, right? I'm too familiar with your tactics. To be honest, I'm just tired of it all.
What game are you even talking about? I genuinely don't understand what you mean.
Don't play dumb with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's your pathetic game of always portraying yourself as the victim. What else could it be? You think that just by using your touching words, you can trick me into some sort of emotional trap?
Ha!
Nice try. But let me tell you, I'm much more sensible than Jeffrey. You may have fooled him in the past, but not with me. I see right through your manipulations.
Manipulations? Seriously, Patricia? I'm not trying to manipulate anyone. I'm just expressing my genuine feelings and trying to make you understand how hurt I am. It's not about playing games, it's about seeking understanding and finding a resolution.
Oh, please. Spare me your righteous act. I've seen it all before. You can try to deny it, but I know the truth. You've used your victim card to your advantage countless times, not just with Jeffrey, but in various situations. Well, guess what? It won't work on me. I'm not falling for your tricks.
This isn't about tricks or games, Patricia. It's about communication and finding a way to work through our issues. I'm not trying to manipulate you or anyone else. I just want to be heard and respected.
Is that too much to ask of? Look, I've had enough of this conversation. You can save your pleas and objections. Just do what I told you to do, and keep your mouth shut. No need to argue or question me. Just obey my commands. That's all there is to it.
15 minutes later.
Jeffrey, hello. I'm in need of your assistance in an emergency. Just now, your mother informed me that she removed just my name from the bookings I planned for our family trip the following month. She informed me that she did not want my presence. What should I do, in your opinion? Should I make a call to the hotel and ask them to rebook me?
Why would you do that?
Why? I just told you that my reservation got cancelled.
Yeah, I know that already. Why would you try to add yourself back to the reservation? What you're trying to do makes no sense at all.
I assumed that this was intended to be a family getaway. I don't want to be excluded. If I'm left behind alone, it won't really be a family vacation.
My mom went through a lot of effort to get just your reservation canceled. I think that we should just leave the reservation as it is.
So you're basically telling me that I can't come on this family vacation? Even though I was the one that planned the trip and made all the reservations?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Jeffrey. I can't believe you could say that to me. You are meant to be my husband, right? You should be on my side. You should be trying to convince your mom to let me come on this trip.
I know that I'm your husband. I am also my mom's eldest son. I think I'm going to side with her on this, Jeffrey. I really like my parents after all. She also does have a point. You are a pretty useless housewife.
I find it hard to believe you're saying that. I was requested to become a housewife by you. You advised me to leave my work, so I did. Now, I sort of regret having done it. You've been returning home at odd hours lately. I spend the whole day alone in the home with your mother.
Well, you should be grateful that my mom is willing to spend some time with you.
She always treats me like a slave. She's also constantly asking me about when I'm going to get pregnant.
You really need to shut up. You can be so annoying at times. I'm really tired from having to work all day. I don't have the time to be listening to your complaints. Can't you just figure this out between yourselves? Just talk to my mom about it directly.
I'm not asking you to solve this for me completely. I just wanted you to listen to me. I'm meant to be your wife, aren't I?
This wouldn't be a problem if you just listen to what my mom tells you to do.
What? That's your solution to this?
Look, seriously, she won't even get the slightest bit upset with you if you just pay attention to what she has to say. I mean, my mother, let me tell you, she's always right. Always. Like, she's this walking encyclopedia of correctness, and I don't even know how she does it.
Exasperated, are you seriously saying this right now? I can't believe you're actually suggesting that everything revolves around your mother's infallible wisdom.
No, hear me out. Have you ever actually taken a moment to consider that, I don't know, maybe you could be at fault here? Just putting it out there.
I can't believe you're trying to turn this around on me. This is unbelievable.
Fine.
Since you're so insistent on causing tension and ruining everything, I think it's best if you don't come on the family vacation with us next month.
I mean, seriously, my mom's mood takes a nosedive whenever you're around. It's like a dark cloud hovers over her. So, you know what? You can stay home and clean up the house while we're all enjoying ourselves.
I'm so shocked, Jeffrey. Do you even see me as your wife anymore? Is this how little our relationship means to you?
Well, let's be honest here. My mom always, and I mean always, refers to you as this useless, unemployed human being. It's not me saying it, it's her.
And do you agree with her? Is that how you truly see me too?
Look, we've talked about this enough already. Can't you just make an effort to get along with my mom? It's not that hard. And please, please, don't involve me in your own troubles. I just can't handle it anymore.
Okay, good, fine. I won't even attempt to join you guys on your precious, drama-filled family trip.
2 weeks later.
Good day, Patricia. Have you got a minute? I have to speak with you about something.
What do you want from me? We're having so much fun on this vacation, by the way. I think it's mostly because a certain someone isn't here with us.
I see. I'm very glad that you guys are all having a good time on the vacation. Anyway, I have something I need to ask you.
Attempting to join us on our trip is pointless. I won't let that happen. We're all enjoying the trip with my family. You don't need to join us if you're an unemployed stranger. While we're away, be sure to thoroughly clean the whole home.
The house no longer exists.
What?
I had intended to chat to you about this. Unfortunately, you seem to be very busy right now, so I'm going to give up. I'm going to get going. Then I did tell you that your house is gone now. You two may decide what to do on your own.
Why are you suddenly telling me weird lies like that? There's no way our house is gone. What do you even mean by that? Did you move out or something?
Yes, I have moved out already. Did you not realize that I was packing up all my belongings from last week?
I assume you were accumulating all of your possessions for a purpose. But you never informed me that you intended to leave. Does this indicate that you will eventually divorce Jeffrey?
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I've already filled out half of the divorce papers and mailed it to his company. He can fill it out and hand it in the next time he goes back to work. I also sent all of your belongings to Jeffrey's sister's house.
Wait, what? Why did you need to do that? I thought that you were moving out of our house. Why was there a need to send my belongings?
Were you not listening? I told you that house is gone. That house we lived in used to belong to my parents.
What? Did your folks own it?
The house was given to me when my parents passed away. It was my property. Do you not remember me telling you about this?
I guess you were saying something along those lines. I had completely forgotten about it.
The house is under my name. I am the rightful owner of it. You were the one that moved in without my permission after I got married to Jeffrey. It was supposed to be my house, but I didn't feel at home at all. I felt like a complete outsider thanks to you.
None of that Jeffreyers right now. What's happened to the house? I really liked living there.
I intended to fully sever relations with both you and Jeffrey. I choose to list the home for sale. I don't want to stay at this home since I have too many unpleasant memories of it.
You sold the house. Wow.
I've left the rest to a real estate company. They're going to help me find a potential buyer.
So that means we really can't go back to that house anymore?
You guys can't turn around. Trespassing would be committed since it is no longer my property. You attempted to eject me from that home several times, now that I think about it. You continued to try to do it even though it was my property.
That was all just a joke. I never would have really kicked you out. I really think that you should think about all this again. It's not a good idea to sell that house. Also, why are you getting a divorce? Did you even talk to Jeffrey about this before deciding?
He told me that he didn't mind if I got a divorce with him. I really wanted to get a divorce, so that's why I decided to throw this out. I really didn't want to spend any more time with a mother-in-law like you. You should be grateful that I sent all your belongings to your daughter's house.
Where am I meant to live then? I no longer have a house to live in.
Why don't you ask your daughter for help? You're on vacation with her right now. Maybe she can let you move in with her.
I don't think that's possible. My daughter has 6 children and they all live together in a tiny apartment.
Then you and Jeffrey can go and look for a place to rent out together. Either way, this has nothing to do with me now. Please try to figure it out without asking me for help.
I can't believe that you're abandoning us like this all of a sudden. Jeffrey might not even be cheating on you. It could all just be a huge misunderstanding. I really don't think that you should go through with this divorce. It's a bad idea. I also don't want you to sell the house. I think that we can talk about this and figure everything out. I'm sure that we can get along well in the future.
There's no way I'm ever going to be able to get along with you. I absolutely hate you. I only have bad memories with you. I don't think it's possible for us to ever get along. I have absolutely no intention of ever seeing or talking to you ever again.
You don't need to go that far. I never treated you that badly.
In fact, you did. I believe I have every right to sever all relations with you. Everything for the trip you're now on was planned and booked by me. In actuality, you mistreated me terribly. I believe I have every right to sever all relations with you. I'm shocked that you chose to remove my name from all bookings. You must have a really terrible personality to do that.
I guess I went a little too far. I still think it's wrong to sell the house and move all my belongings without telling me.
All your belongings are in safe hands. I asked a moving company to pack and transfer all of you and Jeffrey's belongings. I'll be asking you and Jeffrey to pay me back for this. I got a really good lawyer. She says I can get plenty of alimony on top of the divorce settlement.
Please stop what you're doing and think about it first. I told you that I can't live with my daughter. I want you to go and talk to Jeffrey about all of this. I don't think that you guys need to get a divorce.
I am definitely getting a divorce from him. There's no way I am going to stay married to him after all he's done to me.
I just told Jeffrey about everything that you said to me. You should have received some calls from Jeffrey. I think that he wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I've received some calls and texts from him. It seems like he had totally forgotten that I was the owner of the house. It also seems like he wants to stay married to me so that he can keep living in that house.
I can't believe I even got married to him in the first place. I really think that Jeffrey regrets everything that he did to you. Everyone makes some mistakes from time to time. I think that you should give him a second chance.
I sent some of Jeffrey's belongings to the apartment that his secret girlfriend lives in.
Wait, what? I don't really want to talk to him anymore, so would you be able to tell him?
I can't believe that he would sleep with his boss's wife while he was on a business trip.
What? I can't believe it.
I'm curious to see how his supervisor will respond to this. I also ponder if Jeffrey will be able to keep working for that organization. He definitely isn't in a situation where he can afford to lose his job, in my opinion. In the next few months, he will need a large sum of money. He will be responsible for paying me the divorce settlement, alimony, as well as the cost of a new home. You people were fortunate not to have had to pay rent while living in my home.
What are you planning to do then? Where are you going to live? You must be in a terrible situation too.
Why do you think that?
You're unemployed. You have no source of income. What are your plans for the future? I really think that you should think this through again. All three of us are going to be in a lot of trouble if you go through with this. It would be better for all three of us if we tried to continue living together in your house.
You shouldn't be concerned about me. I make a good living. In fact, I have a couple more homes in the region.
Wait, what?
I invested most of the money I inherited from my parents into real estate. I have a few properties that I'm renting out, and that gives me a stable source of income. I got some advice from one of my friends that's really good at investing.
I was completely ignorant of everything.
In any case, you shouldn't worry at all about me. I already know where I want to live and have a respectable source of income. I can't wait to begin the subsequent chapter of my life without you guys. Already, I feel like a tremendous burden has been removed off my shoulders. When Patricia and Jeffrey found themselves in a situation where they had nowhere to call home, man, let me tell you, they were freaking out big time. I mean, they were seriously in a state of panic. They were going on, saying sorry repeatedly, but to be honest, it felt like their apologies were just bouncing off me, you know? It's like their words had zero impact, like they were hitting an invisible force field or something. But you know what? At that point, I had already made up my mind. There was no turning back for me. I was dead set on divorcing Jeffrey and putting our house up for sale. It was time to move on, you know? Time to start fresh and find a new path in life. And here we are now, with Jeffrey and Patricia still stuck in that same sticky predicament: no roof over their heads, no place to call their own. I can't help but wonder what they're going to do to dig themselves out of this self-created mess. It's like there's this big question mark hanging over their heads, just waiting to be answered. Will they find a solution? Will they bounce back? Only time will reveal the answers, I guess. It's like a suspenseful chapter in their lives, and we'll just have to wait and see how it unfolds.